Hello, welcome. This is Mindusrty, and this is my good friend Fredrick. He is here playing with me from his crap. I actually forget where he told me he lived. I think it's a facility out in the middle of nowhere, if I remember correctly. And we're just gonna be playing Mindusrty. If you guys have never heard of this game, it's actually quite good. And you literally just get to build your own factory. It's amazing. Let me just demonstrate for you a great way to just start off. You literally just fill up on as many resources as you possibly can. You just put as many of these copper miners down as you possibly can, and then you can just literally snake a conveyor belt up through all of them, and you get as much copper as humanly possible. Because this stuff is going to be really important throughout the whole game. You basically need to build literally everything. So having a good supply of it is always a great option. This is definitely not a custom world. Definitely don't go looking for it on the workshop if you ever get this game. Don't you dare. I will find your house. Oh, Fredrick also knows how to build the lead. That is really good, actually. Here, I'll mine some copper. Here you go. And you might be thinking, this base is really small. Well, if you look over here in this menu right here, there is other bases you can make. Of course, we can't afford them yet, because we just started the game. We're not going to be able to afford this. So, we shall continue. And I'm going to build things to make graphite. But up here, we're going to need defenses eventually, because there will be guys coming from here if you've never played the game before. So we're going to need defenses, which is why the copper's up there. It's because we're going to need to kill the guys that come in, obviously. I will build a way for us to get graphite, because that is basically the next step up after you get lead. So let me just collect some coal, or at least start collecting coal. And then you go into it literally just is a tiny little factory. Grab the graphite press, and just wait for enough copper to be able to build these things. This should possibly be good. I'm just gonna build. I build a lot of these because later on we're going to have a lot of. We're out of copper already. First enemy, by the way. I'm actually gonna mine a few more resources because this is taking a while. And we actually did finish building it. We got enough copper in the end of the day, which is all happy birthday. We got everything done. We're all doing good. So the next part I would do is make these amazing little doodads, the routers. You gotta slap them on there, and just spread out all of the coal. Hello, Fredrick. Don't mess up my building, or I will be very displeased with you. This man, I'm telling you, he's a goofy lad. Hey, Fredrick, wait, come back. I gotta get Fredrick to come back because he's good at building the conveyor belts that lead the graphite back to the base. There you go. I think he understands my request. I'll go kill this enemy so we can actually get that conveyor belt done. I died to the first enemy. Wow. Okay. I'm very good at this game. There we go. First upgrade on your guy is always the weakest one, so it does make sense. Don't worry. I definitely suck at this game. And this is just a wonderful stream of graphite right here. Look at this. It's great. Yeah. If when this gets to the base, we'll be able to advance even further to get better miners, which is very important. Because you see this right here, titanium. It's very important for like faster conveyor belts, but you need to get specific drills to get it because better drill required. So you can't build that on. So you just get this better drill, and you just literally just smack it on there. then I can lead this back to the base, and we will start upgrading our conveyor belts. Ta-da! And there's our first piece of titanium right there, which finally means we can start upgrading conveyor belts. And I'm going to start off by upgrading the copper conveyor belts, because it's the most superior one to upgrade. Fredrick seems to be doing nothing right now. Oh, I'm going. Wow, this is great. There's nothing here. It seems that Fredrick does not understand the basis of the game. You're supposed to build defenses up here. I'll build them this time, but next time we gotta make sure Fredrick knows how to do this. So I'm just gonna build a conveyor belt out to an undetermined point, and then I'm just gonna build some routers up like this. I won't say this how the pros do it, because I've never seen a pro play this game, but this is how I do it. Just build those up, and then you can just slap some weapons on here. And these will be for bigger weapons later, like this. You put that in there. And then you just got big weapons, and all of them use copper as ammo, so you can just have it go into there, and it'll lead up into the weapons. And there you go. Hopefully Fredrick got all that information retained and can now build accordingly. I'm going to continue upgrading the copper because it is very important, as I've mentioned about 5 million times in this video. There you go. And now I'm probably going to upgrade the conveyor belt for the titanium. Mainly because it's just like, this is the way we actually upgrade conveyor belts, is with the titanium, so we actually need the titanium to be able to get to the base faster. So it'll be very useful to just have this here. Oh no, that's bad. There we go. And over here, I'm just going to upgrade the graphite because it'll just make it go faster. It's always, faster is almost always better in this game. I wonder if Fredrick needs anything, or if he's just standing here watching me upgrading stuff. Oh, there he goes. By the way, guys, I will link this game in the description below for anyone who wants to buy it. It is actually quite the spectacular game. I enjoy playing it. And I assume Fredrick enjoys playing it. That is one thing with this game, if you could not tell. There is 0 voice chat in this game, so you just have to use your imaginations. Alright. What's wrong? The cat got your tongue, Fredrick. Come on, man. I'm kidding. And now I just finish off the upgrades and we'll be set to start mining the next material that we're going to need. Oh, we're getting a little titanium. And there you go, now it's actually done. Okay. Now we need to get this. It is called, I have no idea. I like to call it thornium, even though that's not what it's called, because it's the easiest thing for me to say. But we can't actually aim for this yet, because we need probably the most important thing in this whole game. It's silicone. It is like the thing you use to build everything. We actually have, or I actually have a schematic to make silicone, or to make the thing we use to mine silicone, because it's just way easier to have something pre-built for it. I'm gonna build it like voice crack. I'm gonna build it over here. Just slap the schematic down. This is another cool thing. You hold F, you can select anything you want, and then you can just slap a schematic down. You don't even have to worry about it building the same thing over and over again. Like, if you definitely don't go into the workshop and find this map, this will be very helpful if you just save a schematic of this, because it's gonna be like the most important thing you ever build, because it's silicone. And trust me, later in this match you're gonna see that we use this stuff for everything. So it's super useful to just have stockpiles of it everywhere. And in here, you can see right there that it is a 1-to-2 ratio. 1 coal and 2 sand. So, there's 6 of these. So it's just simple. You get drills. You make 6 of them. You leave those 6 right over here. And then those are built. Those will get all stocked up. And then you go over here, and since this one's times 2, then you have to have 12. So you just... Now we just wait for the resources to settle to their place, and we'll be all set. Or at least that's what you'd like to think. Because you'll see, when the sand gets here, these machines won't do anything. It's because these ones are a little bit different than usual. These ones actually take power to start making the material you need. So you actually need to go over here. This is why I have this coal area here. Because then you can just get a load of coal by just making these little miners here. And then you can just snake through, go down here. And this is the way I do it, at least. I don't know if this is how these are supposed to be built, because I just build it the way that makes the most sense in my head. So you just wait for all the coal to get all nice and situated over here. And then I get routers. Make a little star like that, or it's sort of a star. You can't really make stars in this. And then you just line everything up along there. Line one of these up here. And this is basically how you put power around everywhere. And then you just connect them up, and ta-da, they'll start producing power like nobody's business. And look at the... immediately you see results. It just starts absolutely pouring out silicone. Sadly, that is not permanent. It will actually start running out of materials quite quickly, and then you just be leaving yourself in a sad, depressed pile of no resources. Thus, you just sad, depressed, crying in the corner. Your dad left you to get the milk. Nothing you can do about it. But that's okay, because now it is time to move on to new materials, because we have plenty of silicone. You literally can just slap these big laser drills down on this stuff. Bam. You got it. Then you can just build these powers, these power nodes to transport that power that you just made. These drills also take power to use. Everything's going to start taking power to use from now on, basically, because it's just more advanced, basically. And then you can literally just smack it in there, and you're good. That's literally all you have to do. You can just leave these alone now. And this is going to be important. The coal cannot sustain forever. It will eventually run out. Right now it's at plus 200 and it fluctuates. And that's okay for now, but later we're going to have to utilize this amazing little pool of lava over here. And I will show you how to do that. But before we can do that, we actually need to make another material. It's by using the kiln you can make metaglass. And I'll show you the use of that right after we actually build the machine, which I will do, and begin time-lapse. And there you go, we got it all set up. And what I really like to do with these is make them compact, because we're going to need all that space later to lead conveyor belts through here somewhat, and also just because it just looks cleaner when you do it that way. So I got all the stuff compact, and of course we're going to need power for this, because this is one of the later factories. And it's going to connect to that and it works, but I like to disconnect it from that and put it directly to a power node, just because it looks better that way. And now we got that. I think Fredrick knows what to do here, because he did a wonderful job with the silicone. So, I'm going to go check on the wall, actually. Oh, he actually did quite well building this. There is some good slavos up here. This one's a bit damaged, but that's okay. I can go ahead and fix that real quick. We got 45 seconds left. You can just delete it and build a new one, and it goes great. This is a quite good wall, quite good. Alright, there's that. Got all these supplies going everywhere like they need to be. Alright. And then up here is where we're probably going to be doing unit production, which is very, very important in this game. I don't know why some of these are damaged, though. That is very strange. It's alright, though. It shouldn't matter too much. We're getting all this wonderful stuff. Alright. Now the next step up is over here. If you look in the weapons menu, and you scroll down, there's this weapon called the Meltdown. That is going to be very, I cannot stress how important that is. But it takes Surge Alloy, and you can see we have 0 of that. So obviously we're going to have to go in here, and then you get the Surge Smelter. And you see that it takes 3 copper, 4 lead, 2 titanium, and 3 silicon. That is quite a lot of resources, which is one of the biggest issues with this. So I'm going to go over here and just literally slap it in between everything else, because why not? And there you go. And then you can get the drills for everything, and not do that, because that's bad. And then you can lead all of the nearby stuff right to it. And then of course I'm going to not connect it to that, because that would actually mess up the production of the metaglass if I took from there, because this is also a 1-to-1 ratio. Take that piece of sand out of there. If that happens, just literally take the sand out and throw it away. Nobody needs to keep sand. It's just like, no. And then I can grab some copper from over here, lead it up into there, like so. And then it also takes silicone. And you heard how important silicone is, so we're actually going to use a router, connect one of the things back into itself, and then we can use this edge to get to the surge. Because this stuff is very important, we don't want to waste too much of it. Not that this is a waste, but rather that it's important enough that we don't want to be using all of it for this. And I wove it up through itself, because that just makes it easier. There you go. And now we gotta get Fredrick over here to lead the stuff back. Oh, he's busy. Let's just wait for him to get done with this. We wait. For a great man to finish building his wall. Oh, we actually get to see a wave in action. And there you go. Oh, wait, okay, there we go. Hey, Fredrick, we got a job for you. Follow me. Follow me, Fredrick. Come on, Fredrick. Hey, we gotta get this right here. We gotta get that back to the base. Not that he can hear me, but he'll probably guess it. Gotta lead that back to the base. No isn't an answer. We gotta get that back to the base now, because this stuff is quite important. Hopefully you can figure it out, because we need to get it. I think Fredrick's got it. He's definitely gonna absolutely nail this. Oh, there he goes. He's actually doing it. You might be tempted to say that Fredrick's a robot. Fredrick is not a robot. Fredrick is a... Frankly, I don't know what Fredrick is. But Fredrick is a something. He's here. He's helping out. That's what matters. What the heck is this, Fredrick? What have you just done? Fredrick, what have you done? Fredrick, I can't believe you did this. Here, I got an idea. We can help Fredrick out a little bit here. You pull one of these, and then I can also do this, like so, and there you go. Now it won't get stuck in the silicone, because that stuff is quite important. Alright, how much power do we have? We are fluctuating into the negatives, which is quite unfortunate. We do not want to be fluctuating into the negatives. So, I'm going to show you guys why we got that metaglass. In the power, there's a new thing. It's called a thermal generator. It costs about 40 metaglass to make, so I can make quite a few of them currently. So we literally just stack these things up. I'm going to use one of these large things here for this, because it'll be way easier if we just smack these things around. And now we just gotta wait 500,000 years for these to be built. And we're done! And basically, you take this and you just connect it to every single one of these, and then you can get the small ones again, because these ones are just, these are good still. And then you lead this back over here, and I'll leave the amount of energy they make a surprise for now. And you connect them, and now you look at the node, and you're getting like 2,000 power, which is absolutely amazing. And then you can get stuff like these large batteries, and you can just like smack them down. They go down, and now you have like 50,000 stored power, which is really good, because that means that when the big weapons are firing, you won't need to worry about them running out of power, because you'll have so much stored power that it won't even matter. Here's one other thing we're gonna do. there's all these miners here, and you can see that they're not doing the best job in the whole world. So you can actually delete this back half right here. Ah, okay. I was told that Fredrick would have to leave because there's something or someone called someone waking up. So we sadly have to say goodbye to Fredrick. I'm going to build this real quick, and then we're going to have to leave this at a part 1 to record again another day. I'll just show you guys how this works real quick. You literally can just power it up. Oh, dang. Fredrick had to leave. Alright. You power this up, and it'll start spinning super fast. And unfortunately, guys, that is where I'm going to have to leave this video off. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and turn that red subscribe button to a lovely shade of gray. Leave a comment if you want to see Fredrick in another video. And thank you for watching.